Strategic option 2 is franchising. The benefits of franchising are that it facilitates growth without having to put too much capital up front. So it can, essentially, it's in line with the board's mandate of growing the company without having to put too much capital, as you can utilize the capital of the franchisees. As well, it has the potential to improve operations. So if a franchisee is actually knowledgeable and can provide some input that adds value to the company as a whole, the company can obviously benefit from that, and in turn get a higher return on investment for all locations. Now, the cons for this are that it's quite difficult for RSI to monitor the quality of service at each franchise. So stringent quality standards will have to be put in place, and then the adequate training also has to be provided. The expansion may also be overwhelming for Sally, as she has no experience with dealing with this level of expansion, this level of growth. So for her personal comfort, she may require some additional training in order to deal with the expansion. Now, in addition to this, every franchisee has to be screened as well, so the screening process could be costly. There has to be an efficient and effective way to screen the franchisees, along with finding optimal locations for each franchisee location. So although RSI's location is very convenient, finding a great location for each franchise might prove to be difficult. So due to low upfront costs of $250,000 for operating manuals and marketing materials, this is quite an attractive option. Costs for the first year of activity will amount to $65,000, and financially speaking, there's a very high return on the investment, calculated at 187% with 5 therapists. So this could put RSI on stable financial footing and on a trajectory for significant growth. The positive cash flow can then be used for either further expansion or to pay down the company's debts. There's substantial risk related to who will be operating the franchises and how they'll be running them, in addition to the risk of poor management for the rapid growth. So in order for this to be an attractive option, the CEO will need to mitigate it by investing in the appropriate required training for herself and other employees, as well as ensuring that franchisee screening and training process is adequate. So with the previously mentioned risks in mind, if there are sufficient mitigating factors, this can prove to be a very lucrative move for RSI. 8 franchise locations will be required to break even, and the possibility for significant positive cash flows exists going forward, as the earnings before income taxes are expected to be $131,168 for 5 therapists, not taking the initial investment into account. So we assumed $70 of revenue per therapist hour with a 70% utilization rate. Thank you.